What's good, everyone? What's happening? Hopefully we're live and good and everything's fine. Already see a problem with that. Let me just get rid of this if I can. How you all doing? Welcome. This is going to be slightly scuffed because I kind of got up a little bit too late for this, so there will be issues to begin with. How you doing, Skull? Nice to see you in chat early on, man. Hello everyone else that's early too. I'm just trying to fix some things. I was doing it before. That's why it was such a delayed thing. But friendly at Aviva Stadium. Very rare that these happen for Celtic, so I figured I'd go live for this one. The rest of them weren't really, you know, reasons to go live, if that makes sense. Let me just fix this. Probably look a little weird for a few people in here, but yeah, this game was actually watchable, so I'm going to watch it. I said that it was going to happen regardless, and here we are. So, what's good? What's happening? What's popping? Hopefully everything's fine and dandy in life. We've got a pretty interesting one. Obviously, the fact that we need to win this is, well, I wouldn't say win it, actually. I would say that we just need to play relatively okay. Google isn't going to show the game today, so I went and well, I got this screen up and running and stuff like that. It's going to be a good one anyway. I think no matter what happens, we're just going to need to play through them. I've got the lineups and all that stuff here. I can read them out to you through my phone and stuff, but yeah, Google's, I mean, do I have the Google page loading and prove it? It just, yeah, only wants to show it full time, which is fine. I'm not too fussed by that, so we'll work within our limits today, boys. We'll work within our limits today. It's the thing with pre-seasons, you don't really want to go live for these games because they never do well view-wise. I mean, I'll tell you right now, I'm going to be surprised if any more than 10 people are in here at any point in time, but that's kind of, you know, it's more of a test stream because I've fixed some settings. My microphone shouldn't sound as bad or as blown out, hopefully, anyway. But yeah, I mean, based on what I'm seeing in the lineups, the only weird one is the fact that Awata might be playing as a right back, because the lineups Hart, Taylor, Scales, Welsh, Awata, McGregor, O'Reilly, Hatate, Abada, Maeda and Kyogo, so it's much more like an initial starting 11. It's not like a mix and match, but obviously we have our boys on the bench as well, which is always nice and fun, including some of the new ones as well. We've got Yang on the bench and we've got Home and Quan as well, so we might get to see them play some minutes. But Wolves do have a pretty good lineup in their own rights as well. I mean, they've got Sass, Semedo, Kilman, Dawson, Bueno, Hodge, who's, I mean, we know Hodge quite well for the Norwegian setup, Lamina, Nunes, Sarabia, Cunha and Neto. So they have, I mean, really good, I mean, even their bench is stacked as well, to be honest with you. Got players like Traore, Doherty. Jesus, actually they'd have a very strong side. Hwang as well. Totally forgot that Wolves had a player of his calibre on the bench. Very interesting indeed. Very interesting. I'm not necessarily sure how this game is going to go. It's one of those ones where it could be like a very boring 0-0, but could also be a very interesting 5-0, 5-4 type scoreline. It's definitely one of those ones where if things go as expected, it probably ends in a draw. I mean, my prediction, I'd kind of sit around the 2-2 kind of mark. If it stays that way, I would hope so, you know. But then again, Wolves are a good side, Premier League, you know, quality for a reason, so no, it's definitely one of the better friendlies, and obviously in a few days from now we play the James Forrest testimonial, obviously for those that don't know. I've seen a couple of the results over the last like week or so. I watched the match with Glentoran against that, was it Romanian, or I think it was Romanian side, who went to like penalties. It was such a fucked up game, but aye, unlucky to them I guess, but there's a lot of, you've got to love to see a ton of people in green and white, with as to be expected. I mean, let's be real, it's home from home. By the looks of it, it's going to be a pretty respectable turnout for the friendly, but they're getting warmed up and ready to come out the now, so it's going to be a up and underway relatively soon. I mean, there's a timer on your screen for those that are curious. It's nice to see you, Shamrock, man. How you doing? Otherwise, besides the the bad luck in Europe. Yeah, a very stacked bench. The only one that I'm kind of surprised by is Boston Lowell, but I presume it's because he's Irish and they just kind of want to throw him in there for the sake of solidarity. But I like the lineup that we've picked. It's definitely much more like the initial starting 11 like I thought we would have gone for, but a couple new boys on the bench definitely could be interesting. Derry City holding form of. To be fair, it's not one of the. I know Shamrock didn't exactly do themselves too much in terms of justice, but. Whoa. Right, see, Wolves are very much tall. Their back line specifically, I mean, Dawson is like a. He's probably one of the players that I've actually kind of got more of a concern about because he's a very solid defender all round. But regardless of what happens, this should be a pretty, interesting game. I think no matter what happens, we'll get some quality today. Maybe it's from Wolves, maybe it's from us, I'm not exactly too sure. Hopefully things pick up a little bit stream-wise as well. It's not laggy or anything for any users that are in chat, is it? The last stream that I did, the FM one, was very choppy and changey. I had to like take it down and put it on like private, not private, unlisted to be safe. But the walk's out. Oh, here we go. A good number of Wolves fans as well. Actually, to be fair to them, they've brought a solid number. But as if you're surprised, the majority of the colours are green and white. Love to see it. Those days in. This is a curious thing, because I mean, for those that don't know, we've brought a couple of faces in towards our bench. Kwon, Yang, Holm as well, he's on the bench too for options, but we've definitely built ourselves up. No Vriski or anything like that though, he's not been included. Celtic need to lift us European football. Mate, in European football we've already banked ourselves with the group stage spot, so this is the good thing about us having late pre-season games. We can just kind of bolster ourselves up, and Wolves are as good a side as any to do this against because they're fast, expansive, know how to play on the counter-attack, they're good when they have the ball and they're very good when they don't. So this is the perfect kind of friendly matchup that we would prefer to actually have over the ones that we've played recently, because yeah, going to Japan and having that tour is good for obviously the Asian boys that are in our team, but they're not really similar in terms of play style to how most of Europe does. And I mean, Wolves play in the Premier League, which is the most prestigious league there is, so chances are we'll get it. But yeah, Welsh is playing as the right back. Okay, so this is a slightly weird one. We've got Welsh playing as a right back, but Iwata, Scales and Taylor make up the predominant rest of the defence, with Hart playing as a goalkeeper. McGregor, our captain, holds the midfield line, with Hatate and O'Reilly playing as their usual positions in their midfield. And Abada, Kyogo and Maeda make up our front line, and it's a very good front line at that as well. It's one that's done a lot of damage for us in the past. Still not used to not seeing Jota in that lineup, but we move, I mean, been very surprised at how Celtic have done business over the start of this window, because I thought Rodgers would have came in and swept a lot of the good talent out the door, and so far the only one that we've really lost is well, our old number 17. Well, we'll be about a minute or so behind because I'm watching this through well, it's wired through to my laptop, so there's like a good minute delay. Let's run you through Wolves lineup, and it's a very weird formation. They're kind of playing with a 4-4-1-1 almost, but they call it a 4-4-2. But they've got San, Net, Bueno as the left back, Kilman, Dawson and Cemento make up the rest of their defence. On the left they've got Nunes, on the right they've got Neto, the two ends, and then in the midfield they've got Hodge and Lemina, or Lamina, I think it's Lamina, I'm going to go with Lamina. And they've got obviously Paulo Sarabia and Mateo Cunha up front, so As well as good options on the bench, like I said, Chan Wang, he's a very good option. Doherty's probably going to get minutes. It's Ireland, it's his definite, you know. Aye, this is definitely going to be one of the more interesting ones. Let's just this up. Yeah, okay, we're about to kick off. I'm about a minute and 20 behind, but and then you'll see before me. I'd say there's a solid, take a guess and say about 15,000, 20,000, somewhere around that number, but O'Reilly's got us underway. All I want to see is some good football. We played that very much last time against Gambo Osaka, but it took us till the 84th minute to get something on the board and do anything at all, but Wolves very much early on. It's a corner immediately out the gate, Joe Hart loose pass, and I keep saying it for those that don't watch my videos, please watch my videos, because I keep saying Joe Hart is not that good, and immediately out the gate it's an awkward back pass. I just doesn't really give him time to set his feet, and straight out the gate Wolves will have a corner kick. It's going to be an interesting one to see how we match up against their defence, because Dawson and Kilman are big boys, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Good header over the top. I think it was Dawson that actually got in the end of it over Starfelt. Not Starfelt, sorry, the fuck am I saying? Welsh. I just seen blonde and immediately put 2 and 2 together, but yeah, interesting, very much interesting. Immediately out the gate, Wolves are looking to try and make the opening 10-15 minutes theirs by the looks of it, but like I said, Wolves are very good with the ball, they're very good without it as well, so as long as we just keep them stifled, that's what matters. That's a good ball up for the left from us, it's played straight into space, eventually gathered by Awata, but played not really as anyone as far as Lamina, and forward it goes. Out to the right, Nunez tries to hold it up, but Maeda's done well to kind of win it back. Throw in Celtic, that's good, much better. Quick exchange, it's played back from Lamina to Dawson, he'll stretch it, Kilman. Thought he was going to try and aim it towards Bueno, but opts to just go forward. Awata clears the header down, but it's going to be gathered by Sarabia. And very early on, I like the way Wolves have set their shit up. I mean, I was ripping the piss out of it when I seen the 1-and-1 formation, but very much doing the right things. That's a good dink over. Played out wide. Cunha's going to hold it up, back out wide for Nunez. Are you fucking kidding me? I wasn't doing that before the game, and of course it starts it now. Give me 2 seconds, I'm going to open this window. Fuck me, man. Hasn't done that for literal days, but the second I start fucking streaming it starts whistling. Atypical. And I sit there, oh god, they're on the attack immediately, right wing. Played in, cleared away cleverly by Welsh, who's just going to hold his ground. That's not Welsh, I've just realised. The thing is, Wolves are looking to kind of stifle us on the end, like kind of like with the inverted wingers, I guess would be the way to put it, because their fullbacks are pressed quite high up. That's a good win for us, but it's only as far as McGregor. He's done very well to hold that up though. Awata's going to need to move that though. Does eventually do so into the space. O'Reilly's going to punt it forward looking for his man. Maeda's on chase. Does very well to keep it in play, and he's actually got a lot of time, and please do something with this Dyson. Plays it in behind. Very good take. Celtic shot off the bar! Fuck off! Oh, that's a good shot. Wolves have one really good chance at one end, and we make a very good counter on the other. Oof. This game could be 1-1, and it still might not be done here. It's played across, still in the box. O'Reilly's managed to get it back to Atati again. He cracks it for range again, but straight into the hands of Sa. Fuck me, that could have been a very good opening. Maeda does really well on that left side to buy some space. Atati does brilliantly to skip past Semedo. And he angles it on the right foot to try and make it awkward for himself. What the fuck was that noise? I think something just happened. Someone scored. We'll keep my eyes on the game and see what happens. But it was a very good attempt from us there. Oh, it's loose from Awata. He's got it back to Hart. Calmly played. Welsh will stretch it, hopefully. Does exactly that. Nice, good play. This is much more convincing. We keep it flat and we keep it... Oh, that's much better. Right, up the wing we go. Here's Awata. Just cuts it dead. Make sure that the movement's a little bit more straightforward. We like this. McGregor again. Opts to just go into safe space. Good play. Starfelt. We're holding up the ball exactly where we need to. Well, I think I've mishearing sounds that, or I'm very far behind. Let's see what happens here. That's awkward. Stole by Semedo. Nunes is going to try and hold it up. Does it fucking amazingly to do so. But Celtic are just maintaining that high line. There's Lemina. It's awkward for him. Oh shit, right, this could be awkward. Kyogo stole it in towards space. It's awkward. Abada lays it off. Kyogo! There we are. Let's go, the wee man's got one. That was a mix of really bad defence, which is surprising for how compact Wolves have been for the opening 5 minutes, but very good counter-attack. Kyogo wins it, and he finishes it for good measure. That's an immediate fucking show of strength for us. Well, I guess if I hear that little sound, I know we've scored. I'm about a minute behind, but that's not bad at all. Fucking excellent hold-up play for Abada, because he's under pressure immediately by Kilman as soon as that ball comes into him. But he takes a good first touch to kind of kill it dead, rolls it on with his right foot, and perfectly for Kyogo to run onto and just slide it right beside. I think Sad, oh, he does well to try and get to it, but I don't think he gets a touch. It's just past him on the left-hand side. And inside 5 minutes, the boys lead. That's very much what we need. How you doing, Paul? Nice to see you, man. Oh, you're in County Clare. That's a fucking belter. Hope you're enjoying the game for wherever you are, man. Same way, anyone in chat. Thank you for joining me here. I know it's a bit of a scuff stream, but we appreciate your support. Yeah, Wolves will get a wee bit more desperate now. They'll probably start to put themselves on a slightly more direct kind of approach, but I mean, for any Celtic fans in chat, how would you rate our pre-season so far? Like, honestly, I mean, 2 wins, a draw, and a loss. That's what we've got. The loss was admittedly quite embarrassing, friendly or not, but otherwise, it's been a pretty alright pre-season, and we've started this game as hopefully as we mean to go on. 2-2 draw looks more and more likely as the time ticks on. Good, very good hold-up play from fucking Starfelt, by the way. It's an awkward ball across the back stick. It's going to be cleared forward though by Hart. Hey, how you doing, Liverpool, man? How's it hanging? How's life? That's an awkward ball, but it should be cleared. I thought someone was down injured there, but it's not. It's just a tatty tying his laces. Think, fuck. I thought he'd injured his ankle or something. No. Give credit to Welsh where it's due. He doesn't look out of place. Starfelt's doing very much what he needs to on that other side. That's a really good touch and take. McGregor's going to try and ping it forward and doesn't see too many options. Just dips up towards Abada. Very good. Back across. And Celtic are just doing exactly what we need to do. Hold up the ball, play it across and do his necessary average. Yeah, I mean, I'd agree with that to be honest with you. I think there was a lot of... I mean, specifically in the Gamble Osaka game, because I mean, I was watching that, but no, I mean, I was watching it for like the second half onwards, and I mean, I was happy that we won, but it wasn't a very convincing game. We were dominant, but it was very much like a Neil Lennon type side, where it just 101 shots, nothing working out. There's a good ball though. Fucking hell, Maeda could have gotten on the inside of that and caused problems. McGregor's doing a lot of those open ball passes, trying to get people in behind on space. I think Maeda may have been off. Have we gotten a touch on it anyway, but not quite so. A pre-season can be absolute shite so long as Rodgers does what we need to do. As long as we do something in Europe, we'll be sound. But I think that's a good thing about playing a team like Wolves. I mean, I know they're not in Europe. I don't think they're in Europe. Correct me if I'm wrong, if anyone in here is a Wolves fan, but that's an awkward ball and it's not going to find either player. I thought he was going to try and find Kyogo initially, switched it to a bar, and it just goes all the way out. That's good for Scales. That's really good for Scales. Damn, I've not given him a single mention to this point so far, but he's doing a lot of the physical labouring. He's doing Starfelt's job, basically. Don't mind that at all. That's a really good run for Cunha though, and he's still going. Fuck me, that's a really good run. Still got it, but Scales again shakes his man off. He's using his body the way he's meant to. Hatate spreads the play for Iwata. Here comes a chance for us now. Good stuff, Abada. Could be awkward, but no, dealt with well. McGregor's going to try and shift it, very much what we need. There's another ball in behind. Kyogo's got it. Is he onside? Referee says yes, and it's hit the bar again. Kyogo with a brilliant chip. Oh shit, man, that could have been so much better. That was a lovely move for Kyogo. Oh, you prefer the screen better, James? Yeah, it's a little ahead of me. It's about 55 seconds to about a minute ahead of me. So you will see what happens before I do, but not that I mind, to be honest with you. I mean, I've got the game here. That's all I need. For those that are curious, by the way, if you're looking to see where... Oh, thank you to whoever just subscribed as well, by the way. I appreciate that. I was not expecting that in a pre-season game, but thank you. Much appreciated. But we've hit the bar twice now. Hatate's hit it, Kyogo's hit it, and we've also got a goal to show for it. This game could technically be 3-1 if you consider Dawson's bullet header a chance. But I'll tell you what, Celtic are looking much more the dominant side, which is surprising considering in the first 5 minutes. Well, 4 minutes technically, because we scored in the 5th. We're technically all Wolves. That's a good ball up towards the left, and they'll try and shimmy it. Doesn't quite work out. We've got four more years of that. Kyogo's the one that I really wanted to keep on contract. The only one that we need to extend now is Hatate. We've got Maeda, we've got Kyogo. Just get Hatate. Holy shit, he is too good. There's a good tackle for Maeda, and he's actually won the foul. Celtic want to play it quickly, but Maeda's stayed down, so we'll just make sure that he's okay. Last thing that we want is any unnecessary injuries. It's a very late leg in, man. Like, I get it, it's a loose touch for Dawson, but friendly or not, that's a yellow card at the fucking least. Late catches a player in there, doesn't win the ball either, but we're gonna get the ball moving again, and across. Let's go Starfelt. I keep saying Starfelt, is it Welsh and Scales? I keep getting confused because I keep saying two blonde dudes. Oh, well, there we go. John boy, thank you. That's all who subscribed. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Early warning system, great for all. Well, there you go then, perfect. I'll keep this one up then, because Google is a little bit... In fact, I can literally show you. Google's just like, nah bro, we don't care. I'll show you it full time. Oh, that's awkward. Wolves. Wolves. Fucking hell! How is that not going in? Oh, Joe Hart fucking really put himself in a hot spot there. He came out trying to claim the ball, get caught in no man's land, and then some. There's 4 Wolves players queuing up to take a chance. Eventually they roll it out towards, I think, Neto. And he just blazes it over the bar. Holy shit, that was a bad miss. Damn. I take that back, it could be 3-2 technically by this point. The fuck? I suppose this is what happens when two very attackive teams meet. Defensive mistakes happen. That's a very awkward one again, and it's not cleaned either up. O'Reilly's going to put pressure on Lamina, but he'll gather it and just go back to Kilman, I'd imagine. He looks for Bueno. Does indeed find him, goes forward, there's Sarabia, gets it behind, good feet, keeps it going, deflects, and there's another good move. Here's Hatate, spreads the play, takes a deflection, it'll go back to Dawson. Unlucky, but... It's not going to because the Prem's overrated. There's some teams that earn their merit. Wolves are a good side on their day. That's what I was like saying. This could be one of those games where it's very intense and end to end. And I mean, so far it has been. This game could be like a multitude of different scorelines to this point. We've hit the ball twice now, and I mean that second one, that Kyogo chip. Holy God, if that went in, that was arguably goal of the season, and it's not even started yet. There's a long switch for looking for Neto, doesn't quite find him. Respect the ball, but I ain't Norway Hodge, ain't going to really get too much on that. It's quickly played into space. Here comes Otati. Oh, I said here comes Otati, just stands his ground and opts to play it forward instead. Wolves are consistently trying to play the high press, but it's not quite doing what they need to do. Ball forward, there's Maeda. Here comes something. There is an open space. You should have passed that. There was about 15 months of options there. Instead, he waits about 13 minutes, gets the cross in. It's just going to be deflected out. Otati's gathered it on the outside, about 40 yards out. Kyogo holds up the play with the ball in behind, but it's a good, really good shoulder play by Semedo to deny Maeda the run to the line. But Maeda really could have played that pass a hell of a lot earlier and gotten something for it. Didn't quite work out. Yeah, really good man marking by Semedo. Just kind of keeps his man close to him, prevents him from getting anywhere near it. That Sa block as well was brilliant. There was a lot of passages in that play that Wolves really could have messed up on, but they survived for now. Exchange play, Wolves go out. Nice. Oh, that's good for Wolves though. They managed to hold their line. Goes back to Sat. Very calmly just plays it back into space. We're definitely all looking dangerous on the counter as well, man. Like the play has been good on both sides, but if you're asking me who the more consistent side have been so far, I would say Celtic. It's just Wolves look like they can spring a surprise at any time, and they're down on the right side here. Semedo. Lamina. Sarabia. I think he was looking for Neto on the overlap there, but it wasn't going to find him. Straight in the hands, Joe. There's McGregor. A little bit of a press engaged there from Wolves. Still almost win it. Skills was a little bit late to play the pass, but Taylor's got it. Tries to go past one too many, but it deflects out for a throw in, and we'll be able to recover and go again. Good shit. Oh yeah, fucking sidebar by the way, I got a thing, a YouTube creators thing. I got a YouTube bucket hat because I'm apparently a mad like small creator thing now. So thank you for that. I'll be getting a hat. We're still trying to make indents to get 1,000 by the end of the year, and we've made fucking good progress. That was a good ball. He should have maybe let that one bounce, and instead he's lost it and he's stayed down, and that could open up avenues for Wolves. Does indeed open up avenues for Wolves. There's a ball across, deflects. Oh, that could have been bad, but we just about hold ourselves out. Lamina's going to get it and ping it forward again though, looking for that right hand side. Semedo's somehow chested that under control brilliantly, and it's got inside. What's our 27 going to do? Out to the... Oh, it's a good cut inside. Deflected cross. Spindled up into the air by Iwata. Kyogo gathers. Maeda's done very well to get the first touch on that ahead of Semedo, and it's going to be a foul for us. And we'll just be able to gather and go again. Not too bad. Like the idea on that for Wolves though. They just it was a very good dangling leg for Taylor to make it awkward to get the cross a wee bit more accurate there. Not bad for Matthews. Is it Matthews? Is that how you pronounce it? I'm not sure if it is. I don't want to assume because Brazilian names can be spelt like Dean and be pronounced like Duan. I think it's Matthews though. There's a good exchange for Taylor. If Maeda can put the burners on, and actually he will do so, and it forces Semedo to close the gap and Force a quick corner. And a quick corner's been taken and Wolves have just fell asleep. It's been played out to the edge of the box, and again, just one pass too many there. O'Reilly that time really should have just maybe hit it on the right. I know it's not maybe the preferred angle, but I thought he did hit the ball with it with a very similar chance earlier on. Doesn't have the same degree of confidence. Abada's done fucking excellently to get that in behind though. Tati's deflected the pass and there's been a foul in there. Tati's claiming that it was no real contact, but I'd definitely be wanting to disagree there. Looked like Bueno got kind of tripped when he got inside. Yeah, clipped in behind. Makes sense. Not disappointed by that at all. Very good 20 minutes, sir. Very good 20 minutes. Wolves seem intent playing that high line. It's just because they clipped him, Chief, that's all it was. Football rules are stupid. I mean, I know like 20 years ago you could literally fly kick someone in the chest and get yellow carded, but there's another long ball. It's not going to find anyone, it's just going to go out for a goal kick and we'll be able to just slow it down a little bit. Lopetegui does not look happy. You can see what Wolves are trying to do. If they get it into towards that midfield space, they'll usually just try and like go direct. But if they get it in behind towards the wingers like they did just there, because it's very awkward. Kyogo's lost the ball. Lamina out to Matthews. What's he doing? Plays it back for Hoj. Out wide. Here's Neto. Opts to just take a few step overs and cross, and it's an awkward one, cleared brilliantly away, I think, by Scales. One of the two anyway. But Wolves have it back and they seem intent on pressing. Good ball in behind here. Cunha's stepped in to kind of hold up space. Right now it's 1-0, dude. I wish there was an easier way to, but literally, if I take my mouse, just look to this area here. Or do I need to click on it for it to... Just this area here. 1-0, mate. It's been a very... Oh, I looked at the... I'll tell you what, that was a good tackle for Lamina, but no one's went to close it down, and O'Reilly's just going to... Oh, it's a bother, sorry, just switching wings, basically. Maeda's just holding position in the middle. I like that. That's another really good ball in behind though. McGregor, that's again just angled a bit too far back. And Wolves will try and break quickly at that. It's up towards the 17. Hopes to go back across. It's nice to see you in chat though, man. Hope you're having a good day. Semedo's playing the right pass there, yeah, just goes back. Dawson will see what the options are. I tell you what, man, for a stadium that's only, I would say, about maybe like half full, it's got a good atmosphere to it. That's really good for them though. Ball across, killed absolutely beautifully. McGregor gets very lucky with the second deflection though. Maeda's done well with that first touch, fucking excellently with the second, gets tripped up, buys the foul, or was trying to buy the foul, but he says just plays it on, Awata's going to get it, and no, they did call it, it was just, I think maybe kicked away maybe more in frustration. Damn, nearly 20 people in here just to watch a pre-season game. Well, thank you for coming along. Make sure to subscribe and like if you haven't already. Helps the channel out. No, lets me know I'm doing something right. Children. What? Someone dying outside my window. Here's Matthias, what's he going to do? Back towards Dawson, and immediately you could see he was going for that crossfield pass, and I'll tell you what, for a centre back, he can fucking ping them. Really good hold up play from Neto, he's bundled over again and should buy a foul. No, fantastic, beautiful. We'll take it. It's because I was going to say that, Paul. It's probably because of the stadium that they're playing at. I know Aviva used to be quite cheap to go to, especially if you live in Ireland. But I mean, how much were the tickets again? They were like 20-25 bucks, weren't they, per pot? Which, I mean, who's going to pay that for a pre-season game? I mean, I've seen like the Premier League Summer Series, but those tickets make sense because it's Premier League clubs playing in like a actual system where there's a trophy involved, you know, like there's a whole thing. But because I've been watching a couple of those games, which is why I'm surprised like Wolves didn't go. Their last match was against Porto. They won 1-0 away from home. I mean, actually, if you think about it, Wolves have actually had a fairly okay pre-season. I can't mind all the results, but I know that they've had I know that they lost one, they drew one, and they won two. That could get awkward if he doesn't play that. Does play it, but to the absolute wrong person, because it could have been closed down very quickly there, but Hart's got the ball now. Celtic are just looking to kind of kill the game off, give a little bit less possession to them every time now. Starting to see if we can take control of this, because Wolves are still very much intent on playing that very high line and trying to close down any space that we give them, but every time that they kind of congregate towards us, we just ping it out towards space and immediately break down the wing that they've left open, and there's a good ball in. It's very well cleared by Lamina, and there's a chase on back towards Sat. Kyogo will put a little bit of pressure on Jose to try and force that out, and it's very well done so by the Portugueseman. Back to Bueno, or is that Kilman? I think it's Kilman. It's Bueno now. Gets tripped up. That will be a quick throw in. Yep. £45? Fucking hell! Right, I thought it was a lot. I thought it was a lot less expensive than that. Jesus Christ, man! It doesn't even cost that for like for the fucking high end tickets at Celtic Park. They only cost like what, 60-70 quid, and you get like a whole ass 3-course meal for that. Oh, that was really good, and he still got it. Oh, Abada, please never leave. Played out wide. Something can happen here if Taylor's got a pass on. Does play a very good ball into the box, but once again, Lamina playing the same role as Scales for them, just putting his body in the way and getting touches. Got it back though, straight back up the right hand side. Here's Awata, who's actually done a very good job at right back, might I add. He's been very consistent. Played back across space, and there should be options. There is. Rio's temporarily just kind of slotted in as that holding left back while Taylor holds his position. They eventually get themselves back into space. Scales, loose first touch. Cunha's done well to win it back, and very well to get forward with it, and there could be a very good... Oh, fuck off, please don't do this. Just hold him out. Scales gets back with him, gets a block in. Cunha's still got it. Good feet for the dude. Really good feet. But Hatate responds with good feet of his own, gets it cleared, and there's a tackle for the back there. The referee doesn't say foul, and there's still a chance for Wolves, and it's a good effort. It's just past the post. Oh. Sarabia, I think, was the one that had the chance. Just kind of shimmies it onto space, and he uses McGregor, I think, as like almost like a guide, and tries to pop it around them. Don't think Lopetegui should be too frustrated, but that was a really good counter attack. Oh, hi, Desha, Tom, nice to see you. How's your, well, I guess week going, weekend? It's Friday, so weekend, I guess. Yeah, it's just showing some of the options. There's Doherty on, or is it Doherty? Sorry, I know it's the Irish pronunciation, isn't it? Who got the goal? It was, my brains went dark for a second. It was Kyogo, sorry. It was a high line press. Kyogo won it back, played it in brilliantly. Abada, good hold up play, good layoff, lovely right footed finish past Jose Sa's left hand side. And I tell you what, for a very mixed defence, it's not a defence you'd usually see. I mean, I'm used to Taylor playing at left back, but the other three are Scales, Welsh, Awata. And yeah, look, Wolves have had chances, but more often than not, we've actually looked quite concise. And this is without Starfelt or Carter Vickers or Nowitzki or basically any of the big three defenders that we have now. The backups are trying to fight for their spots. I respect it. Very much respect it. Quick ball for Taylor. Kyogo's going to just immediately go for the long switch. Iwata's going to be forced into a 50-50 battle, which he's just going to end up losing until he gets man down. Fair enough. At least he's learning. He might not be the most physical wee man in the world, but fuck it. Throw him if needs be. Up to €5. Ooh. But that's where, like, executive, again, 3-course meal, all that good shit, like, you'd expect it for the price of that ticket, you know what I mean? Oh, that could, I was going to say it could be awkward, but it was actually a very bad ball. Camera angle fucked with me there. Rio just clears it behind, corner kick. But this is where Wolves' strength is. They've got a lot of physicality. Oh, how you doing, Chrissy, man? Nice to see you, Chief. We're playing pretty good, actually. I would say if there's like a pendulum swing, I'd say Celtic are just slightly better right now. Wolves have had chances, admittedly, but so have we. We've hit the bar twice. Kyogo's second bar attempt was fucking incredibly good, but we just didn't quite get it to stick. So, as long as we keep this level of, you know, pace up, it's going to be a very good game. But as I say that, well taken down for Cunha. It's going to be held up by Iwata. Refuses to lose. Gets a touch on it. Out wide for a corner. It should be a corner. I know what Iwata's trying to do. I can respect it. But another set piece chance for the Wolverhampton Wanderers. Not bad. Not bad. Fuck it. I just seen the viewer count go up to like 30. Hello, new people. Or people that probably already subscribed. How yous doing? Nice to see yous. I'm Caucasian. I do these a lot. I'll be streaming basically any Celtic game this season, like going forward basically. A few of the yellow cards being brandished though. Here comes corner. Dawson's trying to get space. Up it goes. Headed clear. No one's quite going for it. It's played back by Bueno. Doesn't quite find his man. It's very much a little bit desperate, actually, I would say, for Wolves in some aspects, because they're trying their best to take the ball, get to wing, ping in, force, you know, the issue. But Celtic are very much content to just let them have the wings, because once it's in the box, you've got the two defenders and then the fullback joining in, and then the two midfielders drop into cover. You've got about 4 or 5 in the box at any given time. Kyogo's done brilliantly to win that one back as well, and he looks to just go forward, and Maeda might be on for a chase, but Jose comes out to claim it. Do like Jose Salmon, he's a very good goalkeeper, very intelligent. The goal that beat him was very, very much a belter, by the way. Oh, it's very much most of their first team players. They've got Matheus Cunha, they've got like Neto, Matthews. You go towards the back line, they've got Kilman and Dawson, Bueno. On the right, Semedo. In the midfield, it's Hodge, Sarabia, and my brain's gone dark for the Lemina, sorry. They're not playing a weak team, definitely not. Celtic aren't playing a weak team either. I wouldn't call them either team's best sides, but I'd say it's two very, very good, you know, two very good first teams. Taylor there, but he was going to get booked for that every day of the week. It was two-hand pull on the jersey there. It's going to be a slight opportunity for Wolves if they get a good delivery in, and that is a very good delivery, but once again, Celtic just put bodies in the way. There's another chance for Wolves. It's a header off of Cunha and it's beside the post. I just went past the left hand side. There isn't any streams, Chief, but if you're looking for where it's at, it's on either Celtic TV, Viaplay, or I'd presume Wolves TV. But you can check the usual ones. Free streams usually shows the games. What else? What other one could I think of? Maybe VIP box? I don't honestly know. Yeah, Bueno's a solid wee player. He's, for his height anyway, he busts ass to get up that side of the field. So I think there's definitely no disrespect to Wolves, because they've played a very good half of football. Just as it stands right now, Celtic seem to be in the head. Oh shit, Kyogo's holding his... Oh, he might have just spat a tooth out. I'm not sure what's happened, but he's down holding his tooth. That doesn't look too particularly great. No problem, Stephen, man. Glad to be of service. Enjoy. But for those that don't want to go and find those streams, then you can stick around here and just witness me lose my shit at specific things. I've just got me the drop ball, yeah, Sarabia's going to play out. Your birthday's next Friday? Oh, damn. I'm not sure if there's any games next Friday. Is maybe, I'm not sure. I know there's a game on the 5th. A happy birthday to you when it comes round, if I'm not streaming by that point. Fucking hell. I mean, Croke Park's a nice place, I've seen pictures of it, but €90? What is that in pounds again? Like 85, 80 quid? Say about 80 quid, right? That itch is actually frustrating the shit out of me, man. It's right on my cheek. Refuses to go away. Oh, that's a really good fucking touch. Damn, Sarabia's up, plays it in. Cunha, that's a very good leave, and it could open up options. Neto's left it dead. Chance for Wolves, deflects, good block again. I'll tell you what, man. They are throwing themselves in the way when they need to. Good block again for Celtic, and it's eventually punted clear by Taylor, and there's now a chase on between Dawson and Kyogo. Dawson's going to get there first, but Kyogo's just going to bundle the man over and be like, well, if you're not going to let me to the ball easily, I'll just show you my strength. I appreciate that, Stephen, man. But I totally get it though. these streams are kind of hit and miss for a lot of people, because I mean, I'm funny as fuck. I mean, look at me, I'm hilarious. But that's about it. The tech side of things I'm not too great with, I'll be real. Dawson's going to send it forward. Oh, don't like that, Maeda does win it, but it's a Wolves throw-in. I'm kind of surprised at that. That was quite clearly a Celtic one, but we move, I guess. Kilman's got it on that left side, plays it up. Sarabia, good 1-2 to get it out towards space. Here comes Bueno again. Long ball to the back stick. There's a chase on, but it should just be enough to get outside. Ooh. Yeah, they're very much committed to going down that left hand side, which is fine. I understand that it's where all our tiny boys are. Awata's like 5'3", so I get it, but he's just getting there to cover spaces and it's making it awkward for them. That tackle for McGregor was super good. That was very similar to the Lemon tackle earlier on. Both of them had to get touches on them respectively and did, to be fair. Oh, that's a foul for McGregor. So, yeah. He's getting more and more physical. I like it. I very much like it. Celtic Ross County next Saturday after your birthday. I'm going to see if I can go. Well, bro, if you have the option to go and see it, always do. Flag Day is always elite. I've only been to two, mind you. One was against Aberdeen a few years ago and the other was against Motherwell, I believe. Or whatever the opening day for 16-17 was. That's a high line press for Wolves again. They're kind of having like little stints where they have 5 minutes where they push and, you know, pull and try and force the issue, and then other stints where they just sit back and let us attack. It's very confusing, actually, I'm not going to lie. Let's see what the options are here. Spleno's going to just play it back. Kilman nearly gets clipped out there. Lamina's gathered it. Dawson. Back to the goalie. Sata Samero. I'm sure that's probably a word in our language. For this Miami player. What Miami player? Is this in the NFL or is this like Inter Miami? Really good feat. I really like that Matthews, that right winger for Wolves. He's very good in the hold-up play. Oh shit, and as soon as I say that, they've got a chance. Ball in behind, there's Cunha. And tell you what, good stuff for Hart. That's what we need to see for our first choice. Good. Kind of comes off his line right at the perfect moment to just about snatch that for Cunha. Yeah, the right to go down, he does get caught, but that's why we're here. Oh, there you go. Proves you that. Yeah. Well, I mean, he's definitely no Kinder Bueno, to be fair. He's more just Bueno. Very good. Don't play that. I was going to say if Abada played that, I would have been very furious because he can take this guy and he's still going. And eventually they call it for a foul because two of them were pushing, pulling, trying to get something for him, but doesn't quite work out for them, thank fuck. Ball. Here we go. Abada plays it in. Could deflect. Oh shit, Kyogo hit it, my boy. Oh damn it, he doesn't. Well, he does hit it, but straight at the first shot in yellow that he sees, basically. Reap. Oh, Ian Frey isn't even 20. He's had 3 ACL injuries. Ugh. Well, I mean, America's probably the worst place to be for that, man. He's probably about £1 million down just in medical fees alone. All the players are amateurs and don't get paid. They have filled out. So who the fuck does the money go to? The commission or something? Oh! Fuck! How? Maeda! Oh! Brother! My guy, my dude, my broski, my home sliced breads. How the fuck do you miss? I can understand how Abada, or I think is it O'Reilly maybe that actually gets it. Yeah, how O'Reilly misses the first one. It's a brilliant save for Sa, but Maeda, very similar to Matthews for Wolves, just had too much time on it and just sliced it straight at the goalkeeper. This is definitely much more than a 1-0 type of game. Still running at them though. It's very well blocked by Bueno. You need to remember it is pre-season of a Wolves. Like, Wolves again, they're a good side, but they're a side that can be beaten by like anyone if they don't play the way that they're meant to. But this is the whole point in pre-season, is we get to see what next season, what doesn't. And one thing that I will say, Awata's done a very, very good job. Like, I mean, I made a video when I was talking about Nowitzki a few days ago where I was saying, look, Awata's not a defender, so maybe don't play him there. But he's actually had a very solid stint. He's not made too many issues, or at least any clear and obvious ones anyway. It's been more midfield pass-back issues. But no one's had a bad game. Definitely not. Especially in the front three. Abada's doing brilliant with the off-the-ball runs. He's carrying the ball as far as he can take it. Maeda's just an absolute pace merchant and one of the best at it. Was that what the foul was given for? I have to say it's a little bit weak. Oh, that's awkward. Hart, take it. Good man. Could have bounced anywhere there, but eventually gathers to us. Nearly 50 people in this stream. Wow, that's incredible. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Oh, fucking go! Abada! Do a thing! Do a thing! Do it now. Kyogo leaves it! Maeda! Fuck! Oh, he's done it again! He's done it again! You dirty little boss! Oh, that's so unlucky for Maeda though. Beautiful leave for Kyogo. He sees that there's more time for Maeda to hit it, and it's not a bad swing. He just puts way too much power behind that left leg, and was always going to go over the bar, but can't fault the effort, man. Can't fault it. Any of the new lads in the squad? Not right now. They're all on the bench. Yang's on the bench. Holmes on the bench. Although, again, Holmes had minutes, but no Nowitzki. That's the one thing that I will say. No Mike. That could go... Oh, that could have bounced off anywhere, but Wolves do well to gather it. Good tackle for Scales to just put a little bit of pressure on, and again for McGregor to hold the ball in midfield. Body blocking football. Good shit to see, but Semedo takes it up the right hand side. Wolves aren't quite done with this half yet. They'll try their best to get one or two more chances. Good effort. But it was always sailing in towards the hands of Hart. Sarabia's been their best player by far though. Most of the good chances have fallen to that dude. He's doing well to kind of shimmy them onto like each side of his foot, try and force chances. Can't fault it at all. It's very good. Kyogo's in response just decided to rinse two of them a new arsehole, and we've got a foul for it. Very nice. Very cool. It's Nowitzki's injured, well, it's kind of obvious why he's not in the match day squad. Rodgers is going to do something in Europe. Knows these teams. Well, yeah, I mean, he knows the tactics for what works for Celtic, but this is a very different squad than he left it with. But I like the signings that he's brought in. I cannot fault any of the actual business that we've done so far. Especially when we have everyone fully fit, because if you look at the options that we're going to have going forward, Malrella I found it was so shite. Well, I mean, it's the they've called the half time here, so if you want to get yourself a cup of tea or go for a piss or whatever, now would be the time to do so, but you're more than welcome to just leave the stream on. But I need to plug, so forgive me in advance. Heavenly Father, subscribe, do it please. It helps out the channel, helps me out, and it makes me feel happy inside, and that's very rare, so please do it. That's the only plugging I'll do. But yeah, half time, very good. There's your, I mean, can I show you specific stats? Very nice comments. You love to see it. It's kind of why I don't like using this website, but can I see the stats? No. Will it show me the stats on this? No. Well, I can't show you any stats, but yeah, it's been very end-to-end, very end-to-end. I like the way that we've played, very much so, because, I mean, look, Wolves started out the game better, we get the goal, they have to come out and attack a wee bit more. It does. You can't fault. Oh my fucking Satan! Satan number! Yes! Let's go! Satan number! Let's... Thank you to the two people that just subscribed. You've made Satan number happen. I pushed for a reason. Let's go. We're winning this game 6-0 now. Thank fuck. That's base. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This is a pre-season game. I wasn't expecting more than 10 people to come in here. You can literally scroll back to the start of the stream and you can hear me say it. So I'm very surprised at the support. Thank you very much. That's very, very wholesome. Tell you what, if you had to take a shot any time I said the word very, you'd be dead in about 5 minutes, wouldn't you? I need to expand my fucking vocabulary, I swear to God. Hey, well, there you go. Malky Milo, thank you for the sub, that's one of them. Should point out, if you have your public sub settings on, like the last two have, you'll get a little animation that plays for you and it's McGregor lifting up a trophy, and who doesn't like to see McGregor lifting up a trophy if you don't get out my chat? All the money goes to grassroots. Oh, right, well I can't fault that. If it goes to grassroots then it's fair enough, but I gain €90 tickets. What the fuck is it? It's not grassroots then at that point, it's more synthetic grassroots. The overview might show stats. Actually a good shout. Let's see. You're fucking spot on. It's because I don't use this. Why is it saying it's at Celtic Park? That doesn't look like Celtic Park to me, sir. The fuck? Well, besides that one glaring obvious... There's your stats, and again, very even across most of it. Celtic have had more of the ball. We've had, well, not more of the ball, sorry. We've played more options forward. Wolves have had more of the ball and they've had more dangerous attacks, but in general, pretty even. But you can see where Wolves started to try and press us a little bit, and then we kind of had the stronger end to the half, but it's very much instance. It's not just like even football all the way through. It's like Wolves dominate, we dominate, Wolves dominate, we dominate, Wolves dominate, we dominate. That was the only period of the game, maybe here, that you would say it was kind of end to end, both chances are coming for each side, and then Wolves, that was the biggest stint of dominance, but that's just because we didn't really have any shots. We were still having the ball, but they were trying to throw things at us. Definitely not bad though. Same amount of shots, but the difference is we've got 4 on target to their 1. So if they start putting them on target, there could be threats happening, there could be options on. Would you rather I'll leave like the stats up like this so you can see them? Oh. Definitely not bad though. I'm just curious to see what options we'll get. Oh, it's shown the Norway goal. Man, Scottish football's putting them off right now. Apart from Hibs, did anyone see the Hibs result? Against that, like, what was it again? Club Inter de Bruges or whatever the fuck they were called, that Romanian side? They lost 2-1, or was it Andorran? Was it an Andorran side? I think it was Andorran. I don't even know, that's how little I cared. I thought Hibs were going to walk over that game, but they could be out of the Conference League by next week. I know all the other teams are playing in feature. Who's it Rangers have got again if they get past their current ones? It's Servette or Genk, isn't it? I mean, if I'm a Rangers fan, honestly, I would probably prefer Servette, but thank fuck I'm not. But nah, for real, I'm actually quite curious to see how like the rest of the qualifiers goes for the rest of the Scottish clubs, because I mean, I see Aberdeen might get to the Europa League, I think, maybe, hopefully. Holy shit, we've gone up 2 extra subscribers, thank you very much. That's 670 by the end of today, that's, I wasn't expecting anyone to subscribe, so, Big Pog, thank you very much. If your thing comes up, I'll immediately shout you out, but you know who you are, thank you. I watched the Hibs game, Inter de Ascreds, that's it, sorry. It's just a combination of team names, that's what I've seen it as, Andorran team, well, yeah. As long as I got the country right at least. It's just showing the fucking chances that we had, especially that Kyogo finished, but it was the chip after it, man. If that went in, ooh, that would have been candidate for one of the goals of the season. But that's a beautiful day, man. Absolutely beautiful day over there. Not as, I mean, out there it's as grey as, you know, a dead corpse, but Ireland's got some colour to it. I like to see it. Yeah, there's the Hatate chance off the board as well, look. Man, we really could have done so much with it, but we just didn't. I was really hoping to see Flash stop him, but I'm not too sure. I should probably load up Discord and see if the dude's even online. Because one of my other mates actually travelled out to the game to watch it. The Flash never really misses games where Celtic are the home side, so. Oh, that was a really good chance for Maeda, man. Just showing that all the options again. Yeah, that's your half-time score for those that are curious. We've got about 5 or 10 minutes and then the second half kicks up and we'll cover that as well. Actually need to check to see how we're doing. Just to make sure there's no extra lag or anything that's coming from that. Who scored the goal? It was Kyogo Derry. It was a lovely right-footed finish after some pretty... Just finished working. Oh, damn. That's... you never get lucky when it comes to, like, especially early kick-offs, like 2 PM or whatever it may be, so that's unlucky as hell, man. But yeah, Kyogo, beautiful finish down on the right-hand side. It was brilliant. I love that, Stephen. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to gauge how the game's going because Wolves have played the better, I guess, overall football, but when it comes to the attack of chances, Celtic have been out and out the better side, like it's not even fucking close. The way to kind of put it is that, I guess, Wolves are playing smarter football, we're playing the better game. We're playing the game. That's the best, yeah, we're playing the game better than they are. They're doing it by the book, you know, get it to the wings, ping it out, play it by the pages, and Celtic are like, nah bro, I want to get ball and run at full fucking speed, max 6, right at them. And in comparison to some of the other friendlies that I've seen, some good quality so far. I know Hibs are only one down. I know Newell scored in, what was it, the 91st to make it a little bit more respectable, but I just wasn't expecting them to lose full stop. You know what I mean? It's like when we lost to the Lincoln Red Hibs back in 2015, 2016. I felt miserable when that shit happened. So what do you mean we lost to a team for Gibraltar? And I know we won the home leg comfortably. I was at that game. We won 3-0, but it's the point of principle. Like, if you're that far up on the rankings, you shouldn't lose. It's like Celtic right now losing to who would be a good. Who'd be a good. It'd be like Celtic losing to like Preston North End. Like, yeah, you can see it happening, but it shouldn't. I think Hibs should come. Yeah, no, they absolutely will. Hibs will come out and scalp them 6 or 7-0 because they'll be hot. Their pride will have taken a hit, so they'll be like, start firing shots and make it. Oh, 669. Thank you very much to whoever just subscribed. If it comes up, I will shout you out. The sun has just shined on me. Cheers, God. I'll wash my mouth out with shit. I swear a lot, it's just a thing that I do. I actually had to get tested for Tourette's once because they thought it was a thing. It's not. I just don't have a filter half the time. That's why I usually stutter quite a lot, because my brain doesn't think. I just go. Which makes me good for commentary, because I'll say how I'm feeling, but I'd imagine if I did it in a professional capacity, I would have to do a lot of like brain training not to swear. But I'd love to do it. I mean, this is kind of why I did this. This is why I started doing like commentary, because in my head it would be very cool to actually get into a career of doing commentary full time. Like, I don't care about doing it professionally or anything. Just it's something I do. It's a hobby. Because I'm not very good when it comes to people. I'm very introverted. So when I stream, I can come out of my shell a wee bit that way. You know what I mean? It's a different style. I guess public exposure, because I'm just not good in public setting. But if you put me in a room and say, hey, stream to however many people come in, more often than not I'll be okay. I mean, the most that I've ever had in this channel at once was the Aberdeen game at the start of the year, and that was it was like 250 concurrent viewers, and that was the only time where I was like, how? And it happened 2 streams in a row. That's what surprised me. That's where a bulk of the subscribers and actually most of you in chat came from. Where are you based? I'm based in Scotland, Chief. I'm based, can I say it without really giving it? East End of Glasgow. Stay just outside the East End of Glasgow. Have you ever heard of a guy called Paul Craig? I'm for the same area he's for. Do you like American football? Because I found a show on Netflix called Quarterback. It's really good, and I'm on the last episode. You're rapid. But yeah, you have to be. With how fast Celtic play, maybe if it was like Neil Lennon ball, I could slow down and be like, and they pass it, and but no, man, if it's like Brendan ball, it's like all over the place. So, but to answer your question, Chris, I like the NFL, but I prefer the NBA more. I'm not really an American sports type. I've only kind of just started getting into it. I know NFL teams, but I don't have a favourite or anything like that. I mean, it's a give and take. I understand what a quarterback is. They're the motherfuckers that are like, they throw the ball and throw it far. But it's just not really my type of sport. I can watch it and I can get. It's the same as hockey. It's not a sport I would pay to go and see. But if it's on TV and I've got nothing else to watch, of course I'll watch it. I do it with golf as well, and I hate golf. Like, playing golf, I hate it. It's not my sport. It's way too much patience required, way too much. But watching it, I'm okay with it, because it's actually, you know, like, oh shit, this is how you're meant to play the game. But I don't know if there's a team that I would support for the NFL. I don't know who I would pick. I mean, I guess the Cleveland Browns, I have a soft spot for them, because like when I first heard about the NFL properly, it was when they had that 0-16 season. So I kind of have a soft spot for them slightly, but not really. Again, I can watch any team and play. If it's NBA, it's the Boston Celtics, surely for the, you know, tie to, you know who. Any team that's called Celtics, I'll probably support them. That's why I support. That's why I support any team that's usually green and white based, or at the very least that stand for the same things. And I mean, Boston's a Irish immigrant city, or at least mostly based from Irish immigrant cities. So, hey, makes sense for me to support a team that's got some part of my culture in it. Because I mean, I'm Scottish, aye, but my family's, you know, I've got ties to the great land that be. Shy on a fire. Blech. I do appreciate all the support that I've had on this stream so far though. Still got a whole other half to go as well. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. I would love to go to an ice hockey game because I feel like that would be a lot better in person, the same as a basketball game, than watching it. Because when you watch it, it's like, oh yeah, cool. Like, man slams into other man at Mach 15, puts tiny little puck inside net. Oh, you know. But when you're there, it's probably like it's the crowd that you bounce off of. You know what I mean? It's the same as that's why I love Celtic, because my family are predominantly Rangers supporters. But I fell in love with Celtic when I seen Celtic first play, and I'm like, holy shit, that atmosphere. I mean, it wasn't holy shit, that atmosphere. I was like 6, but that's what properly cemented my love for Celtic. Because I watched football, I'm like, I know who teams are. I was like 5 years old, like, that one. But when I was old enough to actually understand fundamentals, I was like, Celtic. I like the strip. That was what they sold me initially. I like Nakamura and I like the strip. Because I mean, I will always say it to the end of the time. My favourite Celtic player that I've ever had the privilege of watching, Nakamura. Like, full stop, 110%. That dude, seeing him live, blows your fucking mind. And they're getting warmed up for the second half. They're walking out right now. I mean, the second half is quite literally underway. So, for those that are here, second half will be underway in about, I'd say about 40 seconds. You can probably hear the applause. There's the atmosphere for those that want to hear it. I absolutely love your accent, fella. Right. That's a Derry accent if I ever fucking heard one. You didn't care proper. I was kind of forced to because my dad loves Celtic. Like, it says literally, if you cut that man, he will bleed green and white. It's not even a joke. Like, my dad does not like a lot of things, but sports. That man will rattle your ear off about it. And again, as a kid, I just kind of went, "What are you watching, Dad?" And he'd be like, "Oh, I'm watching Celtic and such and such." And obviously, Celtic used to be fucking brilliant in Europe. So did Rangers. I mean, Rangers, when I was young, they were actually the better team in Europe. But Celtic had bigger games and games that I would always watch no matter what. And again, like them, you go through some of the ones that I've experienced as a kid. The earliest one I can recall was the 0-0 draw at the Camp Nou, where I think it was David Marshall, where he like just went off on one and saved like everything. And I know the Spanish, like there was a news report and Spain put out a newspaper that was calling him like the fucking like the wall. I love that, man. You're from Ireland, but I've worked in Aberdeen, Stonehaven, and Fort William. Fort William's a beautiful place. I stayed in Fort William for a while when I did Outward Bound, which was like a mad program thing where you like climb all the mountains and stuff. That's how I've got my scouting expeditions and stuff. You wouldn't look at me and think I'd be able to survive in nature, but believe it or not, I can, you know. Because I've climbed Ben Nevis. That's like the greatest thing I've ever done. If you're asking me like top achievements, I've climbed Ben Nevis. That's literally like one of the good things. Midas bundle these man over. I kind of need to focus up because there is an actual game to play, but I'm not used to having so many people in chat asking questions, so again, thank you for keeping me engaged. But second half, I'll focus up a wee bit more. Skills is going to pop it back to heart. I don't think there's been any changes. At least not evident ones so far, so... imagine so anyway. Let me take a quick gander. Is it going to show? No, I mean, I was hoping it would show me the lineups in case I'd missed a change or something, but apparently we're just going to have to go with it. Ball forward from Wolves. It's going to go over the head of Neto though. I thought the English League stopped with the betting things as well. I just noticed that on the side of their arms. Well, the thing is, the pitch has gotten much brighter. I think it's the sun's definitely shining towards Ireland today. Let's hopefully it shines on the boys in green and white. We can get a second one and have a much more comfortable run out. But then again, we're Celtic fucking FC. We do not do things easy. It's the hard way or the highway. Good play across the back for Welsh. He'll just play it for Hart, and Hart will send it into Rosed. Although, to be fucking fair, that was a really good run for Abada, but he was offside, damn. What was it Marshall was called then? This is what I'm saying. I was literally like this height. I was like 5, 6, 7. But it was when we knocked them out of the UEFA Cup, Barca. I know that we drew with them 0-0, and I can't mind what his nickname was, but that was like my earliest memory, basically, in terms of like live football that I watched, and I was like, holy shit, I love this. Yeah, that's good for Wolves. Let's see what they do with it. Neto just kind of leaves it for Cunha to try and swing it in. That's an awkward one for, I think, Scales or Welsh to... Yeah, number 5, that's Scales. It is, yes. Kind of had to clear it as he was falling back just to be safe. Good shift though, we like it. Wolves will have a corner. Again, this is their big threat. They do have a lot of physicality and they have won the last 2 headers that they've got into the box. Not this time though. Good clearance, I think, from Kyogo actually. Whoa, that's awkward for Wolves. They've given it away. And now it's like a 3-on-3. Ball in behind. Here's Kyogo. First touch is awkward, but he gets it back across. It's going to get way past the water though. And you can tell by Kyogo just standing like this on the sideline that he wasn't too pleased with the ball in. I can definitely see what he was trying to do, but if I'm him, hit that first time. At least you get a shot on target. Tati's going to hold it up from the pass back though. I'm liking this for us. Trying to play through them rather than against them. Wolves do win the first ball back initially, but a few little bounces and it's back towards one of our blonde boys at the back. Scales to Welsh. Good hold up play. Good stuff all round there. McGregor's done well and he's somehow managed to cheese a 50-50 to go back towards him. He's been folded like a deck chair there by Sarabia, and it'll be a foul for us. Good stuff. It was a meme. It was a meme, William. I'm not a Satanist, I swear. I only pray to him on the weekends. I have tea with him on Sundays. Ball goes forward, let's see what happens. Maeda, good first touch. I'm not sure if that's a handball or not, but he certainly popped his shoulder out to try and get to it. McGregor wins it back for us. Taylor, nice. Just holding it up, trying to see if there's space to go into. Doesn't quite find it, McGregor. Could become way more awkward than it needs to be if they're just going to let people press up towards them. Atati's done very well to spin that in behind. Good feet for both of them actually. They're fucking excellent play to get us forward. Awata's starting to move in towards that space. Trying to find options. Abada tries to get it in behind. Deflects out wide. It's to our captain. Rolled again from Awata. Doesn't quite find his man, but Wolves... Oh, deflected half of the booty, I think O'Reilly, and off the head of, I think, Bueno. Could have got very awkward. Very awkward indeed, but we hold our firm. That's what we need to see. Welsh, what's his move? Close play there, McGregor. Wolves are slowly starting to step back now. We've seen this in the start of the first half as well, about 6-7 minutes in. Although the difference was we'd scored. But I think they're more focused on trying to keep that in behind run out, because Kyogo's staying off now. He's not running forward as much as he was in the first. He's almost playing as like a deep line playmaker, if that makes sense. That's a really good tackle for O'Reilly. He's had a very good game. Not moving the way that he usually does, but he's having a very good game. But if you want a time check for where I'm at 52-30 right now. That's a good kick up for Wolves again, and Maeda once again fucking puts the engines on, runs in, tries to close his space down. No bad at all. Keep trying to clear my throat, but it's not working. They did make a change. I had no reason. Presume that might be for Bueno, actually, it is. Oh, that's a good first touch for Cunha, but even better for Scales, by the way, just pops it over him. Here comes a chance for Celtic now. Taylor opts to just play it back, and actually the smarter move of the two there. Can't disrespect that at all. Kyogo eventually gets it back to Taylor, and there could be a quick ball in, and it is a quick ball in. It's going to deflect across the entire box. O'Reilly, it's a good ball in as well. Maeda can't use the power of the ball. Still in their box. It's much... Oh, it's way too awkward to get something out of it now. Yep, Wolves clear it away for a throw in. Could have gone anywhere and could have bounced anywhere, but we'll take it. We'll absolutely take it. That could have been so dangerous. Brilliant ball in initially for Taylor to try and force an issue, but Wolves are basically doing what we did in the first half, giving up the wings. And oh, there's another really good ball in. If O'Reilly can get a cross on that, he does get a touch on it, but I'm not sure if it came off a Wolves player or not. I think it went out behind the line. Yeah, it did. Wolves will have a quick goal kick, and they're trying to claim offside. Definitely Kyogo was, but O'Reilly definitely wasn't. It did go behind. Yeah, it looks like it went behind anyway. Right, now it. Lamina back towards Kilman. Here's that. Long ball forward. Let's see where that one goes. Scales will win the first initial header. Beautifully punted forward. Again, Celtic are just more than content to play the defensive strategy if we need to. Back towards our men in purple. So that's going to go forward. No shot, Rangers are one down. That's funny. Wait, who the fuck? I thought they were. Didn't they play like a few days ago? I seen they played against Olympiacos and lost 3-1. Todd can't well die for good measure, and they still fucking balled it. Yeah, I'm supposed to worry about them. Well, fair enough. Here come Wolves. Let's see what happens here across that back line. Nouré's going to get pressed. Ball forward, good steal, but doesn't quite benefit anyone in Celtic colours. It just ends up back with a shot in yellow and black, or black and yellow. You know. Good play from Wolves. They're trying their best to keep it contained. It's not exactly doing what they need to. I don't like that. Why have they allowed you into that much space? Oh, I don't like that either. It's eventually cleared away. Taylor's just going to slow it down, gets it out. Nah, fuck, it'll be a Wolves fill as. Quick play. Let's see what happens. Nice. There we go for Taylor again. He's really good at winning those initial balls, Taylor. Does well to get that one away as well. Awkward though. Takes a couple of awkward bobbles and bounces, and Wolves are actually starting to prey a little bit more on that defensive mistakes now. They're Playing that high line. Good hold-up play. Gets it inside. Back across. It's not going to find anyone. Oh my god, I was incorrect. How the fuck did that get under hot? Deflects off the post. Taylor's then bundled down by Cunha and it's a foul for good measure. Holy shit. Could have been 1-1 there. I'm really not sure how Hawk let that get under his arms. This is exactly what I'm saying. He's not first choice material anymore. Way too slow to react to that. And now it's our turn for the crossbar to do us a wee bit of a solid. Or 2-1. Oh my god. I'll check on their game at full time if that makes sense. In fact, can I do it now and just save myself the hassle? Let me. Oh, was in all caps. Alright, fair enough. Oh, they're against Hoffenheim. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Hoffenheim are a relatively good side, but we don't care about that at all. I mean, I don't anyway. I care about this game way more. Let's see what happens. I've turned around at the worst. Never mind, it's out for a throw-in. I think it is still a Wolves throw-in though. It came off the back of Taylor. Nunez, let's see what he decides to do. Back towards Matthews. Dawson. Eventually just gathers it. Kilman back towards the goalkeeper. They just went all the way back towards their starting position again. Here's Ignario though. Neto. Inside, good first touch and they can gather and goal. Lamina does very well and that's a good advantage play for the referee and it's going to open up options for Wolves. That's a great ball in behind. If Matthews could take a touch there and he just kind of lets it run past him trying to find an option that maybe wasn't there, but Celtic looked to immediately try and respond and do the same thing, but Abada had no interest in chasing that. He kind of stopped his run before the pass was even played, but O'Reilly had already committed to it. There's a foul call up. Nelo's complaining. Oh, they're all complaining. 4 or 5 individual complaints though. Oh, that's a really good chance for us though! Oh, Kyogo gets it in behind and it's a lovely shot again. Very similar to how Matthews just got in for them. A lovely quick pass for O'Reilly, but this, Kyogo does the thing that Matthews couldn't do. Takes a great first touch, but the second one... maybe get it on target there at the least. Big man, he stayed down as well, that's not good. Fuck. I think he might be having some good old fashioned cramp. Never ideal. And I think there's some, I think Cole might be getting warming up to come on because he's just ran back towards the bench and at the last second of the frame. Now what happened exactly? It was just showing Kyogo's goal again. I thought it was showing the replay how he got fouled. It was a lovely goal though. Like, that finish was, I mean, Premier League standard, let's be real, it was absolutely fantastic. Oh, here we go, it's one of our new boys! It's one of our new boys, I think it's Yang. I haven't seen the number yet, but it looks like Yang, so I'm guessing it's Yang. The other one's obviously going to be O. O'Reilly has gone off. He's had a fantastic game as well. He's done fantastic in all round, basically in every department actually. It's just, oh, it's going to be Haikyuu Kwan. The other two, oh, is it going to be a triple change then? Is it going to be all the South Koreans that come on? There's Kwan, O's about to come on as well. There's Kyogo coming off. And they've got Yang stripping on the bench, so... Oh, James gets a full Celtic part for his testimonial as a true Celt for many years of service at the club. Oh yeah. Mate, it's against Athletic Club. Chances are you're going to get a solid, at least 45,000 in that stadium. Forrest is too good a player not to appreciate. Anyone that doesn't respect Forrest, I don't respect you. He's a baller, and I'll take no such slander. Let's see what goes for Wolves here. They've won it back high up. Let's see what they decide to try and do. Celtic are going to play just body ball at this point. You'll have to see it. You absolutely do. Dawson's going to have some pressure put on him by Rio. It's deflected out for a nice, good old-fashioned goal kick. I'm going to take a second to get a draw a joint, sorry. Or a cigarette, sorry. YouTube terms of service and all that jazz. Well, 2/3 of this game are down and out. Nothing to show for it for Wolves so far, but it's not to say that they haven't tried. Celtic have had something to show for it, and arguably could have had a hell of a lot more if we just had our finishing caps on the day. Can argue the same case for both sides realistically. So here comes a chance. Good feet. Have a crack, big man. That's what we need though. That is exactly what we need. Yang really does well there. Really does well. His first involvement as a Celtic player is to take it in on his left foot and crack it towards side. It's way too soft. And oh, thank you whoever just subscribed. 670. Thank you very much. Well, I mean, I didn't even set a goal for today's stream because I wasn't expecting any, because it's a pre-season game. So thank you very much, I appreciate that. What I don't appreciate is how no one's trying to track that run back. There we go, thank you, Will. She does get there, but he's bundled over. And I've got to be honest, I don't think that's her foul. I think Welsh just sold it quite well. Oh, never mind, those are pulling the arm. I take back what I said. Wolves are fraud. Let's go. Here's Yang. Good feet as well, wins the throw in. It's going to be a foul anyway, actually. Yeah, advantage play, Kilman. Don't mind that as long as we keep our wits about us. I'm just curious to see how everyone kind of adapts and plays. Because I mean, immediately. You can imagine where he is. He's advanced forward territory right now, but Maeda. It's deflected. Here is Yang. He's won the ball high up the pitch. He's been decked and there's no advantage, but we've kept it going. And Kwan, I think, gets in behind to force a really solid chance out of them. That's really just brilliant football all round. Maeda gets... Yeah, it was Yang gets bundled over by their 32. And then it's Rio that cuts across to steal it and it's deflected away by their captain. No faults in that at all. Good defence for Wolves, good attacking for Celtic. We've seen a lot of that in both aspects today. Oh, Jesus Christ. I looked away for 2 seconds and I've gained 2 more. Thank you very much. If your thing comes up, I'll absolutely shout you out, but you know, thank you very much. You know who you are. Very wholesome. It's like 10 subs in one day. That's fucking incredible for me. There's some awkward play between Wolves and Celtic though. It's bounced up off Lamina. I think it's going to be a call for a handball. Or was there an advantage call? Yeah, no, it's a handball call off a bother. No, never mind, they let it go for a throw-in. I thought they were going to call it for that, but I was incorrect. We move. Good play. Celtic are going to hold it up. It's just bounced off the inside ankle of a bother, though it's going to be a throw-in moves. Good shot. Right, keep them pressed. Go on, boys. Friendly or not, I want to see some high pressing. Exactly like that. Maeda's just, you can tell he's been told, use your remaining 5-10 minutes and burn as much energy as you can. He's going to get subbed eventually. I can see it coming, but... Oh, that's awkward for us, though. I don't like that. It's chipped towards the back stick. There's Neto. He's not quite able to get his neck muscles under control. And Yang's done fucking... Wee man put himself in it. They've won it back though. I cannot fault his... I like him. I like him already. The boy is running. He's got to that one. What the fuck is this kick? He's been bundled over for another foul. He is throwing himself at everything. I love him already. What the fuck, man? He's everywhere and nowhere at once. Semedo's gone in the book. Bundled him over, but... Did just put the burners on to get there first. Yeah, he took it to the neck as well, actually. Don't think it was intentional. Semedo was just trying to kind of block guard. Oh my god, there's another subscriber. If we hit 375, I'll be Yeah, I'll be lost for words. I'm not going to lie. Thank you to whoever just subscribed. Oh! If that got over Dawson. This is the thing about Dawson, he's good in the air. Couple of upward deflections and bobbles, it's still not quite found a... Oh, well, I mean, it's going to definitely go to Wolves now. Scales just came up and decided to fold her down. Cunha's on his feet though, that's a good sign. Yeah, definitely a solo one. No complaints. I like that. They could have tried to make it as awkward as possible for us, but opted not to do so. Welsh is going to be one of the next changes, ironically enough. He's going to come on. Ben McPherson's going to come on for the final 23 or so minutes. If you're including additional time in that as well, I suppose. I've seen bits and bobs of him. I've seen him in the Yokohama Marinos game. He wasn't bad in that one, but no solid centre-back options, at least so far. We haven't used any of the big three. But hey, it's a testament if we've not conceded against Wolves. Still strengthening the left side. By the looks of it, I think we're just trying to lock them out. We've got more physicality going forward. I think that's kind of why we've got Yang playing as essentially as a right winger as well, just so we can force bigger, brighter bodies and try and cause a problem. But they're not too far off football, man. Starfelt, good pop. I say that literally just because I was talking about Starfelt. I said, what the fuck am I talking about? Welsh. Like, he was having a really good game. Obviously, I mean, I would have kept Welsh on the pitch, in all honesty, over Scales, but Scales has won a lot of the spare 50s and stuff like that as well, so I can't hack on it too hard. I just want to see Benny play a little bit more concise, because they've got Hatate dropping way in now to kind of cover any additional space, obviously for inexperience's reasons. And this is exactly why. There's the ball in, and it's a header across, and immediately that's what I'm talking about. McPherson gets marked out by Cunha's header, and thankfully for us it wasn't on target. That seems to be the rhythm of Wolves' game so far. Really good chance. Just doesn't put it on target though, doesn't make the keeper work for it. Could have gone in as well, but thankfully for us it didn't. Big happy, big happy. Let's see what goes on from here. Because I mean, our centre backs are now essentially children, which doesn't give me the greatest comfort when Wolves keep winning the ball back inside the final third. There's a good exchange out wide, Neto. Awkward, good save, that's much more like it from Hart. But this is why I think Welsh was a much needed option to keep on the pitch, because he was the physical duel master. He was the one winning the headers. Now that we're not, it's making it much more easier for Wolves to get the ball inside the box. So it's going to be a very hectic last 20 minutes by the look. Oh fucking hell, we actually have hit 5, 6, 7, 5. Jesus Christ. Thank you. Thumb of approval, gentlemen. Thank you very much. That is very cool. Like, actually, really fucking cool. Thank you so much for the support. Pre-season game. And I'm getting support of this, so thank you. I'm not very good with praise, if you couldn't tell already. There's Sarabia going to come off. Let's see who would they bring on for him actually? Gomez, yeah, totally Gomez. Sarabia doesn't look too happy, in all honesty. But hey, Lopetegui's committed to trying to play it forward. Ah, we just lost one, rip. Well, still, thank you to whoever did. Maeda's off, O is on. That's another change for us. Which I'm guessing would mean that actually, how the fuck would that work? Are we playing with like a 2-striker system now, or are we presumably dropping him off? Because Abada's coming off as well. So it's essentially our 2 wingers. It's going to be Husky coming on for him. Or, I mean, Haskabanovic for those that don't know, but I call him Husky. And I think the final change will be Rocco Vata. And to be fair, I've talked that boy up a lot if it is. I think that's Rio's the final change as well. Yeah, I think Rio's came off for the sake of balance. I don't mind that too much. But it's basically, oh, it's Thiago Holm that's came on. Right, I get it now. So it's kind of like a 4-3-2-1. Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't disagree with you. We need a left back and right back option, obviously, for. I mean, we've seen at the end of last season with Johnston getting injured and Carter Vickers getting injured, it kind of fucked us a little bit. And I mean, I like Bernabeu, but oh, I'm going to shut up though, because there's a chance. I should have committed to it, mate. Could have got something on that. Oh, look at him, he's got his wee bum fluff chin going on. He's growing up. Hey, there we go. It worked for someone. Matthew 73, thank you for the sub, man. Appreciate it. Much love. You're the 6th, 7th, 5th. Very much cool. Oh, that's a good touch for Tote. Throw in for us. We've got about 20 minutes to see out. Maeda isn't even sitting on a chair. He's just classic legs out, flat arse on the ground, sitting with his arms behind his back. He's just staring at the ski. I love that, man. You can tell he just runs. Oh. Definitely looks like there's something wrong there. I'm not too sure what's happened, but yeah, I mean, Wolves are. I think there might be an injury. I think there's an injury that happened though. That's an awkward one as well. I need to see the replay before I say anything, because I don't want to just assume, but there's. Because I mean, there was obviously the whole challenge on Kwon and that as well, which wasn't exactly too nice, but. Seem to be content in playing it through them. Wolves are intent in playing that high line. There's Lamina, yeah. I think he's going to come off. I mean, there's not much more I can really say about that. It was definitely not really a clear defence or anything. It was just kind of like a knee to the back. He's basically got a dead arse. He's been dead arsed in a game. Because he went to turn around to basically square goal or like stand up for himself, and then just immediately fell over. So if that is anything to go by, I think there's definitely changes made. Still, I mean, out of the new boys that have came on and played so far, absolutely I would say Yang is 100% my favourite. The dude is throwing himself at every single conceivable thing and trying to make it stick. Oh my god, 676 now. Thank you whoever just subscribed. I need to say that any time. Thank you. Literally on cue. Thank you whoever just subscribed again. Very, very cool. But honestly, we're popping off and I do not know why. Very wholesome. Curious to see what the changes would be, because they did just bring on another midfielder option, so are they going to play someone out of position? Or are they just going to play like a cam as a CDM or as a temporary CDM? Thank you. Bro, I need to get a fucking soundbite thing so I can just hit a button that says it. Or at least I don't technically need to there. I see you, Sly Dog. The fuck's that camera angle? It's like a Cloverfield type beat there. Yeah, Doherty, he's going to be coming on. Whoop. Hello, Stefan. I'm going to guess Petstreak or Petstreak, something like that. Polish. Very cool name though. And another one. I just seen Penguin fan, but forever club Penguin fan. That is beautiful. Long live the rotatory dance. Bro, I used to play that shit all the time. It's not even funny. How the fuck are we at 100 viewers? Pre-season friendly, boys. This is incredible. Vibes. Let's go, boys. Right, come on. Up that side, move it quicker. I have not seen too much movement in that fucking midfield space. We need to move it faster there, Haskell, man. Holding the ball up and giving them way too much time to gather themselves. That's better. Move it now. Inside, deflects out towards space, but McGregor's going to find that pass. Always does. Good man. This is much more like it, man. Taking it to them. Haskabanovic skips past one, past two. Beautiful. That's much more fucking like it. Still got the ball. This is... Wolves are being a little bit more compressed in the back line now. Got to say, out of all the pre-season friendlies that I've watched for Celtic so far, this has been the best performance. If you're talking about team performance, absolutely, undoubtedly it's been the best. But here comes Wolves. Deflected away by Scales. Good hold-up play for him to do well there. And Rocco's just going to get himself bundled over by eliminating base. Just 100% safe. He ain't happy. But there's going to be some changes. Obviously Doherty is going to be the first one. He's been standing at that sideline for the better part of the last 5-10 minutes. You would never work in, I'm presuming you're trying to say Saudi. I would never willingly go to Saudi Arabia, mainly because I'm too opinionated. Like, I'll call someone gay as a joke and then I'll get, like, you know, hung for it or something. I'd rather not. Lamina is off. We've got one of the youngsters in Fabio Silva coming on. So there's going to be some interest towards the end of that. Thank you to the people that just subscribed. With 680s on the calls. Mad. But they'll just, yeah, Cunha's going to come off as well for him. We'll get their play underway. Could get awkward for them here. Ball dipped back across. Will take his touch, take his time and make sure that it's simple. Good ball forward on nearly pickpocketed and is eventually pickpocketed. That Yang, he is a goat. I can already see goat things for him. Good hold up play, and then Kwon gets himself in the way. These boys play hard, man. These boys play hard. I have a lot of fucking respect for this so far, man. Physically, they're throwing themselves at every conceivable thing. And the words of Neil Warnock, you gotta fucking die to get these 3 points. Even though it's a friendly and there's no points at play. Hey, 680, thank you. Fun. Appreciate it, big pog. That's going to be a foul for Wolves. I look away and every time I look back, one of them's on the ground face down like this. They've gone for the long ball and Fearson's not there to cover. Does get a touch in eventually. But Wolves have about, give or take, 10 minutes with additional time to get themselves at least a respectable result, to be honest with you. I'm not going to, I'll say it right now, Wolves haven't played bad. We've just played that little bit better. A few Wolves fans included. Well, case in point, well, thank you to anyone. Doesn't matter where you're from, we appreciate it nonetheless. But aye, coming for a Celtic fan, I don't think you just need to worry about this season because your play's good. I think you'd probably agree with me in saying that your attack needs to maybe put them on target a wee bit more. Once they do that, then Sinead O'Connor, I've seen that to the own twirl. It's weird that we're getting to that point where like the legends of the 80s, 90s, early 2000s eras are all starting to pop their clogs, man. Oh, good block. Let's go. Askabanovic gets it back. Scales. He's definitely been one of the few that has surprised me with Liam Scales, man. I think it's just because he's playing in his home country and he just gets that patriotic surge. But boys played a very good 90. Well, I'm not going to say 90 minutes because he might not play the full 90. But here's Askabanovic. Good shot. Deflects. Really good block, I think, for Dawson there. He's probably been one of Wolves' better defenders of the day if you're taking your pick from brackets. I mean, there's been a lot of good play all around. I have a lot of respect for Matthews. He played a very good game, but that's a good breaking chance for Wolves, and forward they come here, and there could be something on here. Fabio Silva's on the right, he's got options. There's, I think, the one on the left's offside. Fabio Silva stretches it. There's the shot, and it's just over the bar. Cunha had the right idea. Lovely initial touch to set up the chance, but I think McPherson put him off just enough to get that away. Relegation's a real what-off. No, mate, based on the teams that are coming up to the Premier League, I mean, Luton will definitely go down based on their signings, I'll tell you right now. I would say you would have more chance of seeing Everton go down than I would see Wolves going down. Wolves have too much squad depth to let it hit them too hard. I feel like if you just get yourself a key striker, you know, one of those, like, because I know you've lost Jimenez to PSV, but you get yourself an advanced forward, you'll get a lot more goals, because your in-swingers work brilliantly, but it's not really going to make sense when you're trying to play against a team like Celtic that play with the banks of 4. If you're playing like this against a team with 5 at the back, you win 6-0. Lopetegui has the right ideas, but I think he still has a few things to work out. Oh shit, and as I say that, ball deflects a little, it gets awkward out wide. Here comes Wolves. I'm not sure what the fuck is happening here. Celtic are just letting themselves fold open. Good high line press. Oh fuck yeah, there we go. Literally as I'm talking about it. Wolves get themselves back into the game, I think. So anyway, there's a couple of weird camera angles in that. I don't know what the fuck's happening. Please fix it. But I think, all things considered, Wolves just equalised. Very good goal. Appalling France watching his English team playing in Ireland on a Scottish. At least you're multicultural, my guy. At least you're multicultural. Yeah, it's a really good free kick, but it's even worse. It's even worse, man. I'm still trying to figure out why. Ah, right, that replay sums it all up. I totally missed the replay when I was reading out that chat, but yeah. Sell Joe Hart, put him back in a bin and throw him back to England as fast as you fucking can. It's so frustrating, but you can't really shake it, to be honest with you. Wolves did deserve the equaliser. They've been playing good for the last 10-15 minutes, but the wee Swiss boy, you're talking about Brillambolo? Or Seferovic? I think it's one of you. I think maybe Seferovic would actually be better for you. But there's definitely options. I mean, the thing about the Premier League is that Wolves will have money. They can go for someone big. But it's a case of who do you chase, because you've let some of the better options like Sorloth and stuff like that drift away. So, with nearly 150 odd people in here, that's insane. But yep, Cunha scored the equaliser down the middle. I'll be surprised at all. It's a penalty kick and it's Joe Hart that's in front of it. We know what happens whenever that happens. No faults or complaints about it. It seems about fair. I mean, I predicted 2-2 was the game, so if it stays as a draw, I won't be too heartbroken, but we need a good 5-10 minutes to close this one out, because I'd imagine there'll be a little bit of additional time now to make it a little bit awkward. Fair play to Wolves though. You need to take what's given to you, and they took it. could go anywhere. Takes an awkward bounce. Scales looks for the right pass, but it's never really going to get to anyone that he needed to, and it's going to be a quick counter for Wolves again here. And this is what I'm talking about with McPherson. He's just not tracking back his runs at all. Like, he's getting back when basically, yeah, Scales is covering for 2 people right now. There's another deflected effort. It's got, for fuck's sake, it's a free kick again. McGregor's adamant it didn't come off his hand. Did you say apparently? Unfortunately so. But then again, it was a clear as day penalty. I'm not going to sit there and be like, rigged, get it off my screen. It's absolutely nothing like that at all. This does not taste like cigarettes and piss despicable. Get it in. Let's see what they're going to do with this. Huh, that was an awful free kick. I'm glad that didn't do anything. Crisis averted. Tell you what though, I still stand by it. Yang is a baller. Like, absolute baller. And I think he will be very good for us. Kwon has had a very quietly good game as well, I might add, since he's came on. None of them have played bad. And this is why I'm actually content if this ends as a draw, because Wolves have played good, Celtic have played good. It'd be hard to say one team deserves it over another, because Celtic have made good chances, probably the better chances, but Wolves have played the overall, I'd say, better football. I mean, case in point, what a fucking pass that is. Ball in behind, he tries to dink it back, here's Toto Gomez. Could have gotten upward there, he goes for like a half-baked scissor kick. Can't really fault it for Tanuri, but doesn't quite go his way. Thank you whoever just subscribed. We've gained a good amount today, by the way. I started today on 663. I usually gain about 2 or 3 subs a stream if I'm lucky, so... Aaron Ramsey, CSC. Probably one of them should exist, to be honest. Just for that one legendary moment. 1 point for Hot. Let's see what happens here. We've got physicality up front, and it does work out. Oh, wins the initial header. Celtic win the sweep deflection, but it takes its bounce back. Here comes Wolves again. It's going to find its way out though. He's been Wolves player of the game. If I'm being honest with you, that wee Matthew winger, he's been absolutely terrific. Ifti Mohammed, what a name, brilliant. But thank you for the sub, man, appreciate it. You get the thumb of approval. Cool name. Can't see you get Celtic getting many points in Europe again. Away with it. Have faith until the 6 games are done. It depends on who we get drawn against first of all. If we get like a, you know, like Real Madrid, Dortmund and Sevilla type beat, then yeah, we'll lose a lot, but it's not set in stone until they're played. That's an offside surely, yeah. I think both managers will be overall happy with this. I think they've probably worked out a lot of issues. The big one for Wolves is their finishing. They get that sorted, they're fine. For us, it's our counter-attacking, because we just let far too many easy balls get away from us. Like, we get into the wings and get ready to play a beautiful pass across the back, but we just never really played that final ball as well as we could have. But when we've had chances, we put them on target. That's been the difference. 2 very different types of performances, but very similar at the same time. That's why I can sit here and go, hey, it's not too bad for us. Plus again, we didn't have our main defenders. You know, Carter Vickers is still injured, Nowitzki's injured, Starfelt didn't get picked. Our kids have done a very good job. Our kids have done fucking excellent. I mean, Scales was probably one of the better players. Defensively, definitely one of the better players. Awata's came in and done a really solid job at right back. Can't really fault Rocco Vata since he's came on either. He's had a quietly solid, okay turn of things. Hatate was brilliant. Can't fault O when he's came on either. He's done his best to hold it up. Yang has been terrific. So it was Cunha that scored a penalty kick. Joe Hart tripped. Who was it again? I think it was Silva he tripped. Kind of clipped him as he went down. It was a good penalty. Oh shit, and they've just won the ball back here. There could be another chance on. Ball comes forward. It's a 3v3. Fabio Silva's on that right-hand side. He could cut it back and instead tries to dice it across the front. You had 3 men behind you, man. You can tell by Lopetegui's reaction. He had 3 bodies to aim at behind the ball and he tries to cut it ahead of the defender. That's... I respect it. I mean, he was looking for the back post header, but there was no one there that was going to make that run. Not unless they had, like, the fucking willpower of, like, A-Train. Dawson's done well to take that one down. Long ball forward again for them. Tell you what, the Wolves are hungry. We can't fault it, but again, we're just doing our best to stifle them out. Silva's lost that one. Good, really good take. McGregor will just slow it down, do what's necessary, try and move it forward. McGregor does so. Here comes Yang. Keeps the run going. Advantage played. Good ball in behind, and it's that touch again. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, was apparently he's offside as well, but that first touch was so goofy. How do you take a ball and it goes behind you when you're on an outstretch? That's oh. Well done on oh, sorry, I'm just reading all these things. Can you score the pen? Fabio Silva holds up the ball well, divides opinion. Yeah, I mean, rightfully so, because he's not really an out-and-out finisher. He's a good creative playmaker, but that's about it. Well done on the subs, keep it going till now. I appreciate it, man, thank you very much. Remember, Stuart, Dury? You were a fan. Fair enough. No chance his heart is ever going to save a pen, useless. He's just useless in general. I love him though, I love him. But it's kind of like that love-hate relationship. You're like, I like you, and I think you're fine, but he's not first choice. I'll say that now. We do need a goalkeeper. I say that, and he's just made a fucking terrific save, though. Good layoff for Silva, and it's a good hit for Cunha. Really good hit for Cunha. That's very similar to how Kyogo scored against Sa. My God, why is it whenever I say something opposite happens? I wish I didn't find 1 million quid sitting on the floor. Balls. Worth a try though. Oh, Young's won it high up here. How's that foul, referee? Come on. Let it run. That was about 10 seconds before full time, unless there's going to be a miracle throw at the last ditch. That's the long point. Trying to send it. That's full time. I cannot fault that. You know what? All things considered, I think I can accept that performance given the circumstances. You know what I mean? We didn't have a full strength squad available and we still got a good result against a fantastic side. I don't think Wolves were at full strength either, I'll be real with you, but both sides will take that. A solid 90 minutes, both sides had great chances, both sides had very good momentum swings as well. Oh, we fans ran onto the pitch for McGregor, that's beautiful. My captain gets some... Oh, dude, that's nice. That's really nice. Good for him. I love that so much. 2-2 between Rangers and Hoffenheim. Hey, well. That's... Actually, I should probably check that, shouldn't I? Capital letters. Oh yeah, it doesn't... Oh no, the daily record, right, I need to get this off my screen as fast as possible. It is 2 each. Get this shit away. Sorry, daily record's not good. Yo, how you doing? Person that's just came into chat. Hope all as well. You've just missed the full 90, but we popped off, man. Good result for us. Kyogo scored probably the easy, well, it was definitely the goal of the game. There was only 2 scored, but yeah, I mean, it was kind of similar to what I would thought it was going to be. I thought it would end 2-2, and realistically, it could have ended about 3-3. So I've got no complaints about how the 90 minutes could have gone either way. Wolves could have won it, we could have won it, but at the end of the day, a draw is a draw. So for a pre-season friendly, yes. Any other circumstances? I appreciate that, Mike, mate. You have a lovely day. But that is full time, so if you are you know, just here for the game. That's it. You've done through. How was the pen? It was an alright pen. He just kind of sold the Joe Hart, forced him to pick one direction and then rolled it straight down the middle, or kind of like middle right, if that makes sense. It wasn't a perfect penalty by any means. He just gave the goalkeeper the eyes and it worked. Thanks for the stream, man. No problem at all, Paul, man. It was lovely having you there. That is I'd never a penalty. Aye, just 2 hands on the ankle. Definitely nothing wrong with it. Joe Hart was just giving him a love tap. That's all it was. See you now, guy. You catch it after, Paul, man. It was lovely having you there. But we'll stick around for a wee bit and sit for a second, because, I mean, damn, we've got one more friendly left. We've got a pretty respectable run-in, if you think about it. So, if we go over it, we've had a nil, was it a 0-0? Aye, a 0-0 and then a 4-1 against Portimonense. Then the 6-4 loss to Yokohama, 1-0 win against Gambo Osaka, and now a pretty entertaining, should I say, 1-1 draw with Wolves. Wrap it up with a testimonial Forest match against Athletic Club or Bilbao, and we can start ourselves for the season. Because I mean, it's less than a week away now. The 5th is when we kick off. That's when we get underway, and I'm fucking buzzing for it. Absolutely buzzing for it. But I figured I'd stream this game to be like, hey, I'm still alive and I'll be back for this season. The guy's a good medalist in diving and cold. Yeah, the Celtic fans also, I mean, can I probably safely show some of this audio without too much issue. I need to unplug my fucking mic for this so I can, so you can hear the audio. Listen to that beautiful accent. Oh, I love it. Aye, very important, very cool. It's going to be decent. I appreciate it, Stephen. And Skull as well. You were the first one on chat, man. That dude's probably one of the most loyal, actually, one of the most loyal fucking subscribers I have by a mile. Dude's here for like every stream and basically any video as well. But yeah, I mean, if you're looking for something to wind down from and you want to see more of my mug, then you can click on my channel and there's a bunch of videos and stuff. In fact, I can load it up and show you a Prism. Self-promo time. And anyone else that wants self-promo. Chris, are you still in chat? Are you going live? Because so you should follow him. Mad. Let's see. I forgot what I was loading this for. You're probably going to hear me talk for a second in the background because I'm just loading up this stream to see things. Chat. Oh, hello. It's my beautiful voice. Yeah, I was just making sure it wasn't frozen or bad quality or anything like that. Oh, thank you, Paul. It just came up there. 687. Nearly 25 subs in one day, which is incredible. You plan on streaming on Tuesday. If you're talking about the Athletic game, see if I can find a source for it, like I did with this, 100% I'll be fully alive. But yeah, basically any game from now onwards, if I can stream it, I'll be streaming it, because this is kind of the end of pre-season, and I said I'd take my break and then come back, and this was just to get back into the swing of things, and this will probably be the best stream that I have for the next like 3 months. So honestly, mood, it's incredible, because you don't get what you don't ask for, I suppose. And hey, you know, I've done quite okay with this one, no complaints. You think this is West Brom? My guy, Juventus. It's you know, the old Juventus, not the. This is when Ronaldo was at Juventus. You know, the wholesome shot, or I think actually for the season before. I'm not too. That's the wrong screen. I'm not too sure, but it's Juventus. West Brom would never get sponsored by cheap. Too broke. But I appreciate that, Stefan, man. I try and be as unbiased, even in Rangers games, I try and be unbiased, man, because at the end of the day, it's a fucking game of football. I'm in the Cowboys now today. Except if they wind up the Huns will case in point. The old firm streams on this channel are usually quite mellow. You'll have the occasional people like, come in and make problems and force the issue and stuff like that, which is, again, it's totally fine. I don't mind the occasional bit of banter or even the occasional insult, but you know, you let it go and you vibe. But I mean, I'm okay with banter. Like I said, people can insult me all they want, but if they're going to like start attacking people, because I've had people in the past go after people in chat, and that's where I kind of draw the line. It's like, bro, just enjoy the fucking match. It's not difficult. I know you're joking, Paul, as well, mate. I can tell when someone's just trying to get under your skin or not. I've done this long enough to be comfortable with it. Plus, I'm Scottish. That shit just water off a duck's back to me, so it's a vibe. And like I said, you do streams like this where you play different teams and you get a bunch of different people come in and they're just as nice. I mean, I wasn't expecting Wolf fans to be like, hey, hello, the Scottish guy, let's watch his point of view. But it's always nice because it means, hey, they're getting someone that they wouldn't normally give a chance, and look what's happened. I mean, like it's incredible. This is probably like my third most successful stream in terms of like sub count, because that's the big thing, I guess. It's a lot to get someone to subscribe because it's a big ask, I get it. So when people do, especially in big bulks like that, it makes it worth it, you know what I mean? Because I was tempted to not stream today because I wasn't feeling too great when I woke up, but I was like, nah, commit to it, do it, and we vibe. And I got to see a great game of football against a good team. I'm happy with it, you know what I mean? So in terms of man of the matches though, my toss-up would be between, ironically enough, Scales or Kyogo. Kyogo mainly for the fact that he was good at hold-up play, made most of their chances, and it was brilliant until he came off. But Scales was really good, really good for the whole 90 minutes. I mean, Hatate was great as well, but if you consider the whole 90 minutes, I would say maybe Scales just edges it out for the fact that he's not a guy that usually starts matches or gets minutes, and he just blended right into the team like he's done it for the past 8 months, which is always nice to see. If you've got players that are 4th, 5th, 6th options and they can play just as comfortable as the first 2 options can, it makes it way easier for us to be like, hey, at least we don't need to worry about selling them on or anything. I would have liked to have seen maybe Kobayashi, but I presume, based on the fact that he wasn't on the bench or anything, I mean, was he on the bench? I wouldn't honestly be able to tell you. Let me confirm. No, he wasn't even on the bench, so but as long as we can figure it out. Are you actually a Celtic fan, or are you a like YouTuber type of guy? Or are you saying if I just picked a club and pretended to support them? No, I've been a Celtic fan since like the earliest days I can remember, Chief. I've been a season ticket holder. I was there for the Invincible season. I've barely missed any games. I mean, if you look over, click on my channel and go through all my VODs, I haven't missed a Celtic game that's competitive in the last year. The only 2 that I've missed on my channel, one I was sick for, and the other I was at. So, you know, like, I basically, if I don't go to games, I tend to stream them, because I like football, I like sport, and I like talking shit, so... I couldn't agree with you more, Skull, mate. See if we get a Tatty on a full-term contract and we can keep him stifled and, you know, do what we did with Maeda, just get him down on a 4 or 5 year extension, so that at the very least we know if a club does come in for him, we can command a very high wage, because that's probably why Jota left for, you know, 30 plus million. The season before we just bought him on a 4 year deal on a permanent contract, so it was a perfect decision for us. Since conception. I was there when Burl Walford sat down with his boys and went, right, I want to make a club. How the fuck do we go about this? So it's definitely an interesting one. I think obviously if we keep Hatate, add maybe another right back in, what else? Maybe another left back as well. Yeah, basically fullbacks. If we can cover fullbacks, then it makes it a lot easier for us to worry about squad depth, especially going forward. But I know that there's a lot in terms of like you know, Champions League registration rules. There has to be like a specific number of Scotsmen in the team and stuff like that. So I get why we're doing business the way we're doing. I think we're just kind of sitting to wait and see what happens. Like if someone comes in and buys, say, like Abada, because there's, like I said, there's transfer links with you know, with Fenerbahce and with Galatasaray right now, as well as Ajax. If he goes to one of those clubs, then we use that money to outright replace him. You know, if a right winger goes, we replace him with a right winger, and that's the way I'm looking at it. Is it will gauge it for the next so, because there's still a whole month of the transfer window left. You know what I mean? So it applies to any club. They'll use this time to kind of scout for players that fit in specific to their system. Look, like I'm confident there is one more big signing that Celtic have to make this window. It's going to be a big signing, because think about it like this, right? We have signed all of these little bits and bobs that don't add up to over 10 million, right? We sold Jota for 30, and the whole plan was to reimburse what we got from the Jota transfer, so there's still 20 million for us to play around with. Now, I'm not saying that's going to be one big signing, but it's going to be maybe 2 or 3 like A-tier signings, you know what I mean? That's what I'm hoping. Because the reason why Rodgers left in the first place was because he didn't have the financial backing that he's getting now. So hopefully we make some right calls with that. And I mean, someone said that earlier, talking about the Swiss points, Ferovic wouldn't be a bad option, but I'm more focused on the idea of getting a goalkeeper. If we can get a goalkeeper, 2 extra full-backs, and maybe, like I said, if Abada leaves, get a right winger, we can work with that. You saw Johan Cruyff playing at Celtic, but living the life, man, living the life. Oh, see, when I watch clips of old players, like I mean, if you go onto YouTube and watch like old clips of Pele and stuff, it's incredible how good they are with a football that's like twice as heavy as it is now. Like nowadays, footballs are pure light and you can hit them as hard as you want and they'll fucking fly for about 200 years. But back then, man, it was like the old hard leather, like pigskin balls almost. So, like watching players like Pele and like Di Stefano and all them, like just they're incredible to watch, man, technically. But my favourite clips to watch are Maradona training clips. I don't know what it is about that guy, but he just had the best first touch in football. I know Ronaldinho's a great skill player, and Ronaldo can take a ball down for about 400 feet in the air, but Maradona had the best first touch in football. Simple as that, you know what I mean? You sound as if you know what you're talking about, but I expect you to pull out guitar like it's a good song. Like a Mr. Rogers type thing, like a kid's show. And now I will teach you about the footballers at Celtic, and then sing in Spanish. Nah, I mean, I can't really play. I mean, that guitar is out of tune right now. One of the strings is. So it's not exactly in working condition. But I do have another set of strings under, it's just I can't be arsed restringing them right now. The ukulele works, I think, anyway. I'm not sure if it's in tune, but I can check. I wouldn't actually be able to tell you. Test. I'm going to play a really quick mellow thing and then we can call it a day. Yeah, the ukulele is the only one that's actually tuned, you know. Ibrahimovic is one of your favourites? Oh yeah, to be fair. I used to... one of my favourite goals is the Ibrahimovic overhead kick. Easily. I've just seen the most insane goal! I've just seen the most insane goal for Sweden! Yeah, the guitar I play every now and then, but like I said, the the strings have snapped, so I'd love to see him in the hoops before he calls it a day. What, Ibrahimovic? The guy that announced his retirement in June, like at the start of the month. Did you not see his thing at Milan at the end of last season? That would have been yeah, it's definitely one of those. Yeah. Whoa. Definitely much worse options out there. I mean, I'd still take Ibrahimovic now, even if he is fucking retired. I'll be fully honest with you. I think to be fair, I can let that one slide. Rod Stewart is, you know, a very good musician. I'm getting there though. I'd say I'm about one hit single away, but nah. Like, see some of my favourite players to watch growing up aren't players you would think. I mean, I love watching Francesco Totti, like players like Andrea Pirlo. I like watching technical players. I don't like watching players like Ronaldo. That's why I always say Messi is better than Ronaldo, because Ronaldo's an out-and-out goal scorer. He'll score goals, aye, but he's not fancy. Like, he could do chop-overs and step-overs and look cool, but that's not what football is. Football is about technical brilliance, and there is only one man that I've ever seen play live that has genuinely made my jaw drop, and that's Lionel Messi. The dude is incredible. He just does not ever fucking lose. And I mean, if you've watched the highlights of him at Miami in the first few games that he's played, him and Josef Martinez have immediately just become chalk and cheese. Like, immediately clicked, and they're playing as good at it. Sing Grace if you know it. I'm not really a singing type, to be fair. I have a good voice, I just don't like singing. It's one of those things. Consider it stage fright, I guess. That's why I occasionally just like make weird sounds that sound like you know, like opera chords, like whoa. I can move my voice around a lot. Like that's kind of what I used to do before this, like in college and stuff like that. I did like a lot of voice work, which is why I can kind of like change pitch and stuff like that so easily. See you Tuesday, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully so, man. Hopefully so. But you take it easy and have yourself a nice day. Thank you for stopping by and thank you for the sub, man. It's not been nice having you. I ain't going to read that one out, Skull. For, you know, monetization reasons, but nothing happened. No, I'm kidding, but it's like a whole fucking... The only thing that pisses me off, see, for like last season is the fact that we don't have Jota on the Wing as a song anymore. I like that song, and now it's taken away from me. Yeah, there's a bunch of games. I think he's talking about the one against the Athletic Club, but that's on Sunday. I think, anyway. When do we play? I should probably see when we play. Yeah, we're playing the 1st of August. That's when we go live. Unless he's maybe talking about Wolves. I need to check when their friendlies are. Well, it's definitely none of them because Wolves play on Wednesday against Luton, and then they play on the 5th. So yeah, I think he's talking about the 1st. How strong are my glasses? It's actually just the size of the frame. They're not actually too thick. They're about like that. Oh. Right, we've been alive for about 2.5 hours, so it's time to wrap it up, I think, in some capacity. Have you got any more questions about like the game or just anything in general, I suppose, then throw them in there now. Got a wee bit of time. My phone's going off, it's not though, fuck's sake. Yeah. I mean, Wolves played well, Celtic played well, I'm happy. Overall performance wasn't exactly 10 out of 10 for either side, but it wasn't bad for either one of us either, honestly. I'm quite happy with it all round. If we wanted to... I mean, is this the right... That's the right screen. Let's have a look at the full-time stats. Because you can see Wolves went hard in the second half, which is why I'm like, I can't be too mad at the fact that they pulled one back. But we didn't play bad either. You know what I mean? Considering the fact that I'm still pissed off at that, it's just... It's not Celtic Park, bro. But all things considered, very good performance. What instruments do I play? I don't really play any instruments, that's the thing. Like, even though I play ukulele and guitar, I don't know musical chords. I don't know how to read sheet music. I just play by ear. And the thing is, they're more like, when I moved in here, basically I just kind of got them as to like practice over COVID and stuff like that. But you know, never really. There's certain things that I can play, but it's definitely a tune and one string's missing. But don't worry. So I might get it working for the start of the season, because like I said, I've got a spare set of strings that are in my living room. I just need to change them, but easier said than done, I suppose. But aye, let me just pull up Spotify once it decides to load. Let the song run its course and see. I mean, I haven't even checked to see how we've done in terms of things. We can close down Fireplay now. There it is. Found it. Do you know John Lennon? Yeah, I mean, of course I know who John Lennon is. But personally, no. Never shook his hand or anything. You know, he died before I could have the chance to do that. I remember his cool ass classes though. A lot of people say that it's like, if I was to dress like him, maybe I could pull it off, but no. Absolutely not. One thing that people have said is I do look like a really young Eric Clapton. And I only know who Eric Clapton is because people say that to me. Right, it's time to get this wrapped up and over and done with. Don't see any more questions or that coming in. Well, all things considered, a pretty good stream this one. But if everything goes to plan, if I can find a stream for it, I'll be live on the 1st of August as well for the Athletic Club game, the testimonial. I love James Forrest, so if I can stream that, you bet your ass I'll be fucking live for it 120%. Is the hair just going to make you make offers? Oh no, wait, I need an intro now. Shit. Appreciate your patronage, Paul. Love it, man. But thank you for watching. Thank you for coming along, enjoying the stream and vibing and all that shit. If you want to support me, go check out all the other videos. There's a bunch of them. Hopefully you find something that you might like, but if not, there's a bunch of VODs you can go back and watch as well, so do so if you would like to. But yeah, thank you for coming along, thank you for watching, and thank you for making my day a little bit brighter. Celtic didn't win, but still the best goddamn club in the world. I'll catch you next time. Bye.